Hello. Well, look at that. It's 12:04 a.m. already. It's past midnight, so it's actually May 6th, 2024 now. That's pretty cool. So, you know, how people sometimes say that they had dreams of the lottery numbers to play, and then they wake up maybe the next day and they write those lottery numbers down, and then at some point they play those lottery numbers and then the lottery wins. Or like how people say that they have dreams, like premonition, that something happened and then it actually happens. Like, I've had a lot of those dreams. Does that make me like an alien? Like, I've had dreams and then, like, when I wake up, I kind of forget about them, but then they actually happen later on, like the same day or like a week later or weeks later, and then it's like deja vu because I was like, wow, I dreamed that before it happened. And maybe it doesn't happen to other people, and maybe I shouldn't be sharing it. So, like, also astral traveling. So, yeah. But nothing's off limits here. Why not? It's all for entertainment purposes, right? Everything's for entertainment purposes, right? Yeah. Don't copyright me. So, yeah, there's no copyright claims on my channels, but, there are on other people's channels of people who are trying to steal my videos and upload them on other YouTube channels, and it's YouTube's responsibility to prevent that, but YouTube is probably the one uploading them themselves to make more money. But I feel like every time YouTube even has a video uploaded, they get payments for it, even if the channel is not monetized or anything. Oops, maybe I've said too much. What are you going to do now? Well, there's not much you can do without getting sued. So, whatever. So, yeah. So, like, interesting. So, like, prophecies are really interesting. Like, Joseph in the Bible, did he have prophecies? I know he was able to interpret dreams. And his brothers sold him into slavery, right? So he was like the black sheep of the family. And, I really love the story of Joseph in the Bible. It's like one of my favorite Bible stories because, like, his entire family was hating on him. And, like, he ended up in jail. And the Pharaoh needed his dreams interpreted because he didn't know why he was having these dreams. And Joseph was the only one who could interpret them. And because he predicted them accurately, Joseph moved up into like the highest position he could possibly be in while his family stayed behind. And if I was Joseph, I probably would have just totally like disowned them. Like, disown your siblings and your parents. Isn't it usually the other way around? Like, your parents disown you, but yeah. So I'm not quite sure what Joseph did at that point because I wasn't there, and it's a story, but it's really interesting. I mean, I feel like you should probably forgive everyone, but just keep a close eye on them. After a person fucks you over the first few times, I think you should forgive them. If they're your family member, like if they're like your parent or something, it's really interesting. I'm not quite sure what you should do because I'm not God exactly, but I do have God DNA flowing through my bloodstream, and I am that of a goddess. But, like, what are you supposed to do when the people that you are supposed to trust or the people that you're told you're supposed to trust just let you down? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, who's there for you? Who do you have there for you? Like, all you have is yourself, and then you have yourself, and what fun is that? Just to be by yourself, even if you are an introvert. What fun is that? Well, there are supposed to be people that you can trust, I do believe, but trust is a very interesting word because there are different degrees of trust and there are different levels of trust. And how much can we truly trust a person? Like, we're all human. Like, there are places that exist where I'm sure trust runs rampant, and you could trust everyone. Like, it sounds like heaven or like utopia or like something, just a perfect place, like a paradise. Like, it sounds like heaven or something. So, yeah, that's what it sounds like, heaven. And, some people, I feel like there are stars up there. We are, what the? Don't malfunction. Don't start malfunctioning. You're on a roll. My freaking goodness. So, yeah, don't start malfunctioning, please. So, like, we're all made of stardust. Stardust lives within us, and I believe that we all have individual stars connected to us, and even the children that haven't been birthed into existence yet, I believe that their stars are up there in the sky. And it's interesting, like visions and stuff and prophecies and all kinds of stuff. Like my beautiful daughter right here, I actually saw her before she was born. It's really weird. Like, she looked nearly over 70%, even over 80% close to what she looks like right now. Like, I saw her as like around the 4 or 5 year old age, and she looks like over 70%, like exact to that image. I saw her like in a vision, but it was a dream, so it's really interesting. And it happened when I was pregnant with her. Like, and then I knew that she was gonna look like that. But it's really interesting because I had dreams of other kids and I didn't know who they were, and maybe I still don't know who those kids were at the time I was pregnant with her, but I did have a dream about her too. So it's really interesting. I didn't know exactly that that was her at the time, but I had dreams about her before she was born. So, yeah, it's really interesting. Deja vu is really interesting too because, everything has already happened somewhere that's going to happen on this plane of existence that we're on. It's happened in another dimension where it's the future of now, and it really can't be altered. Like, because free will doesn't exist, so everything that appears to be altered, like if you were to travel into the future right now, that would actually be a part of the plan of existence, so it wouldn't really be an alteration, it would just appear to be, because it will already be set up for that to occur. So, it's really interesting, actually, it's really interesting. I know they have a name for this, but yeah, maybe if I was a scholar or something, I'd know for sure. Yeah, maybe if I would have studied like my brother who graduated from Harvard and Yale University. He was always on top of his academics and he paid attention in school and stuff and took the SAT, which I never took, but I actually could have applied myself more, but there's could haves, there's would haves, and there's should haves. And, a could have, a could have, and a would have, and a should have never equates to what is, because really, if you were supposed to do something, you can never miss what you're supposed to do. So at this stage in my life, I may consider myself like a late bloomer because I didn't take advantage of opportunities I had when I was younger, but that's okay because I'm not even that old, like, and life continues to go on, and I'm still in existence, and there's so much more I can actually achieve at this period, and there's so much more I can actually learn. I can continue to learn every day of my life. So it's not like life is over. Life is definitely not over for me yet. My life is just beginning. So, I'm optimistic about the future. So that's always great to be optimistic about the future. Like, you don't want to go around like a dead zombie, like some type of apocalyptic zombie or something from like an apocalypse horror story. Like that features the end of the world or something, or some type of zombie horror film. That's weird. But yeah, I'm optimist. I'm what? Yeah, I need to say words that really exist. So please do not malfunction. Don't malfunction. So yeah, I'm optimistic about the future, and like I'm actually happy that I just feel like I don't care what people think of me anymore because it was really holding me back in the past. And I feel like it's because my dad is so self-conscious. I just picked up his behavior. And, a lot of families are dysfunctional. Like, every single family has toxic, dysfunctional stuff going on somewhere in that family. But it's best for me to separate myself from all toxic ties and stuff. And, it's more peaceful just to live in tranquility, even if my outward world doesn't appear to be like of the highest standards. My inner world is like a peace sanctuary right now. So I'm happy about that. And at some point in time, we are moving into a new house, so I'm happy about that too. And we can only go up from here, like the chosen ones, especially all 144,000 of us, right? Right? Because it's like a league, a class of individuals separated to do things that most people just won't ever get the chance to do. And that's really special. And yeah, they have the false ones, but the deceptive ones can only succeed for so long until they drown in their own deceptive energy, until it just catches up with them. But yeah, thank you for watching Shares of a Lifetime Daily, and I appreciate all of the views, and yeah, keep viewing our old videos to help us become one of the most viewed YouTube channels in YouTube history. I'm getting sleepy now, so I might go to sleep soon. But I'm staying spiritually awakened. Haha, yeah, peace out. Don't be such a nerd.